Okay, well, it's been a very interesting week on the issue of badger persecution in the media, particularly in relation to the BBC. We had Land of Hope and Glory broadcast last week on BBC Two, which really inflamed a lot of opinion in terms of badgers, because there was a lot of accusations made in the programme that badgers were blamed for bovine TB, and the farmer in question was clearly very angry and was saying he'd like to kick badgers and hurt badgers. And we wrote to the Director General saying that we were very concerned that the BBC were providing a one-sided view, demonising the species, and could be encouraging persecution. Now, persecution is a critical issue of concern for the Badger Trust. We probably lost around 10,000 badgers last year to badger diggers, to landowners, to farmers, to property developers, and general maniacs in the countryside that like persecuting and hurting animals. These badgers were shot, skinned, gassed. Their sets were filled with glass and petrol and set alight. Horrible stories up and down the country. This is a very, very serious concern for wildlife criminality. We brought this up with the Secretary of State, Liz Truss, when we met her before the election last year. She reassured us this was a priority for the UK government in terms of wildlife crime. But we've been fighting with the government to ensure we continue to get funding for National Wildlife Crime Unit. I'm pleased to see that that is now committed for 5 years. But we need to see more firmer action from the police, firmer action from the government, from landowners and farmers to stop the illegal killing of badgers. We were very pleased last night to see the One show clearly what happens when it comes to investigating terrible acts of wildlife crime in relation to badger baiting, the use of dogs sending down sets to kill badgers in the most horrific circumstances. This is common practice in many parts of the country today. It hasn't died out, it still happens, and it is getting worse in some areas as well. So we must be alert. This is a key priority for the Badger Trust. We are working very hard to educate people, to inform the media and the broader public about the threats that badgers face. We're telling farmers and landowners that we're happy to debate with them about bovine TB, but we don't want to see incendiary language that we saw on Hope of Land and Glory used, which will basically demonise badgers and encourage people to take the law into their own hands and kill more of them. That's completely wrong, and we want to stop that. And we want to ensure that more is done to protect these wonderful animals for all the threats that they face.